Let's see, can you auto explore? I'm gonna send him to auto explore at this point because I need to focus more on my city production, all that. So, quest decision. All right, what do we got here? With a depot now built, we'll be able to amass an adequate surplus of resources. The question is what to do with our abundance of goods. Factories or allow merchants for him to trade with it. Honestly, probably the energy is a better investment because, again, you can devote energy to anything you need. But I'd actually like to boost my production as well. And since trade depots already are production buildings, it's basically making them twice as good. So I think I'm going to go with that. Probably the wrong choice, but cool. Extra production. Unit need orders. Alright, you. For now, I'm going to use the trade routes as sort of the source of gold. And if you get city connections built, I believe that also gives you a gold boost. So my hope is that by building a road between these two, the gold boost will overcome the cost of the road. So let's try that. I don't think... yeah, this is canyon. This is actually a physical barrier, so we're going to have to build it a little bit longer than I would like, but whatever. What else? Yeah, it's going to be a couple of turns, I think, of just a little bit of downtime and a little bit of just trying to build our presence. So, let's see, route. Order the unit to build roads or mag rails to the selected tile. Get from here to that city. Interesting choice. Well, we'll see. Maybe they are going down here and then over here and then around. I wonder if they can maybe build like a bridge or something across canyons. I'm not sure. Alright, we almost have our second city built, which is quite nice. Yeah, one more tile and he'll become a city. So it does slow down kind of the growth rate of cities and how many cities you're actually going to be able to develop. But I also think it's a good decision on the part of the developers to, because it deals with some of the BS of folks being able to just like put down a city and immediately buy improvements in it to shoot ahead. It forces you to make a real investment into actual city spaces. So I like that a lot. Cool. New city. So what are we gonna do? I don't think we need another worker just yet. And I'd like to get some military, but first let's build out this city with a clinic. I think that's the way to go. It gets us some science, some health boost. And it'll help with like food production and all that. So typically I focus on food, then I transition to science in my cities. And I'll have like one that is like the real money-making city, which will probably be this one with all the nice floodplains nearby. And then I'll have like another one dedicated to like pure production, which is probably gonna be actually our capital up here. And then one that's growth and science. So I'm hoping around here maybe we can get a good growth city. I don't know. We'll look around though. Like we definitely have not explored nearly enough of the map, so that is that. I should build some more explorers, but I'm gonna get this. Well, they already built the alien fence, which is nice. Let's actually get. I want like 2 more explorers. And we'll bump them up to the top because I do feel like we need to discover more of the map. I would also like to explore this, but I need some kind of support unit, so let's add an extra soldier as well. Just because my concern is I feel like we're falling really far behind on our exploration. And we need to be able to plan where we want to build cities. So, okay. Alliance. I think it ended because it just expired normally. So let's hop on diplomacy and see if they'll be amenable to doing it over again. Awesome. Okay. And we'll do the same thing for Jiao Ming. Let's see. Deal. Alliance. Cool. And yeah, this is it's interesting how in the 4X genre, diplomacy works just like Machiavelli's The Prince. It's way better to make friends with. Actually, I'll look up the actual quote, but basically, Machiavelli argues that if you're a great power, you should make friends with small powers. If you're a small power, you should be rivals to slash militaristic towards equal powers. And at first, it kind of seems like, well, aren't you really risking a lot if you're trying to fight people who are equal in power to you? And the answer is basically the way Machiavelli saw it, and the way it honestly does work, is if you don't go after a potential rival, eventually that rival will surpass you because they are willing to go against you. And it's one of those arguments that's like it's how arm races start, for example. It's how like a lot of economically efficient problems can occur. But at the same time, like, people aren't economically hyper efficient. And I do think that when it comes to great powers, people's emotions matter. And if they see a potential rival coming up and surpassing them, it can actually harm the morale of the nation. And Machiavelli had insight on that. He saw that, you can't stand by and kind of idle as a new kingdom is rising up on either on your borders or just in general near you. Ooh, our health is bad. That's not good. Because if you look at this, the negative health, it's going to cost us in, I believe, science. Yeah, it's going to cost us in science because of that virtue. So we need to correct that. And the way to do that would basically be to build some of the health buildings. It's probably because Krobros is growing too big. Oh, I need so much stuff all at once. It's frustrating. Well, I don't like our health being so bad. I can probably forego the soldier for a bit of time. Let's see. Cyto Nursery gives us science and health. That's good. Pharmalab gives us 2 health. Well, let's get a Cyto Nursery going. Yeah, we don't have any marshes for it, but it still has some good benefits, so I don't think it's that bad that we aren't building it. Although the production, that does hurt. Well, I think I do like the science boost, though. Decisions. Well, that's 7 turns. I'm gonna reconsider that, actually. Let's add to the queue just a pure Pharma Lab. Because that's also 7 turns, but that'll really help our health. And the Cyto Nursery, we'll actually cancel that one. Okay, so basically the Farm Lab, since this guy doesn't have a marsh anywhere, I think it makes more sense to really boost our health first, as opposed to get a little bit of health and a little bit of science and a non-benefit that we can't take advantage of. So that's my theory on it anyway. Now this one, I think we do have floodplains. I don't see any marsh though. Yeah, no marsh. That's a shame. Oh well. I mean, there are all kinds of buildings. Like, this one's gonna benefit from like the biome because of the desert tiles and stuff. So Oh, and I'd like to develop that fruit too. These roads take such a long time. I'm shocked. Like a really long time. You'd think it'd be 2 turns, and it's been like 4 or 5. Huh, oh well. I wonder if maybe there are things that speed up the worker production. Okay, now that you're a city, I feel like it's probably a good idea to kind of like send my soldier over here and maybe just deal with this bug nest. It's getting bothersome. I thought I wiped it out too. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, let's deal with that because I mean I'd like to potentially build a city in this region. I still need to explore the crashed satellite too. So what's our explorer on about? What's he doing? Hasn't found anything too interesting yet. I should probably take control of him again. Yeah. Just until we found something cool. Like, I'd love to find another place you could explore, maybe. Expedition,
Your
here we go.
explorer has noticed something strange nearby. It could be a ruin, some sort of wreckage, or perhaps alien in nature.
Up
You
there.
should order your
Neat.
explorer to the site.
Although these aliens are really guarding that artifact. Yeah, there's no way until I clear out that nest. Oops. I'll tell you what, I'm putting it back on like auto explore. I actually think the aliens are gonna kill him at this point. Yeah, run away. Flee while you can.